then he will allow members an opportunity to try and marshal any other.
195 members of the National Assembly had last Thursday voted in favour of the Constitution Amendment Bill of 2015 that seeks to provide a framework on the implementation of Article 27 of the Constitution on gender equity through affirmative action. However, these were 38 members less than the constitutional requirement for the passage of a law that must be in place by the 27th of August this year.
You must express yourself. Let us know what is your vote. Is it a yes or is it a nay? If you are not, register an abstention. Be courageous enough.
The House has yet another opportunity tomorrow after Speaker of the National Assembly Justin Muturi allowed proponents of the bill to exploit provisions of Standing Order Number 62 Sub-Article 2, a House rule that gives the Speaker powers to order a repeat vote within 5 sittings if a special bill such as the Gender Equity Proposed Law fails to garner the requisite numbers, but only if those opposed to it do not constitute at least a third of the House.
But what I have asked my colleagues is that let us rise to the occasion. It is the people of Kenya who have asked for this implementation of the gender principle. We have been passing all the other laws, and I think from where I sit, I don't see any one single important reason why this bill should be singled out and rejected.
And I think that all the members are aware of the task ahead of us tomorrow. From 195, we only needed another 38. We've spoken to the people who voted no. We've spoken to the people who were not there. We've spoken to those who did not vote. And we are very optimistic that we'll get the numbers.
Women members of parliament have been lobbying intensely to convince their male counterparts to turn up in their numbers tomorrow to pass the proposed law.
We have seen a lot of goodwill. And in terms of whether it will translate into numbers or votes, it's a different thing.
There are fears, however, that the bill may yet again fail to pass, with some male members of parliament arguing that the gender principle was prone to abuse and may not necessarily resort to better representation of women issues in parliament.
It is this parliament that can pass the enabling legislation that will ensure that cronies and girlfriends or boyfriends are not brought. Because we also have the 12 slots that can be either way, can be both gender.
The bill proposes to top up the number of male or female parliamentarians using party lists should either gender fail to garner the required number of elected members of parliament from the 290 constituencies in next year's general election. The proposed gender principle is to apply for 20 years, where a nominated member will not be allowed to serve for more than 2 terms. Francis Gashuri's Citizen Business Center.